Human trafficking is the unlawful act of transporting or coercing people in order to benefit from their work or service, typically in the form of forced labour or sexual exploitation. In 2014, almost 90% of identified victims of trafficking were victims of forced labour. Between 2014 and 2017, identified victims of sexual exploitation increased by over 60%.
I must say that sometimes Ugandan boys and girls, women and men are trafficked for purposes of engaging in labor, exploitation, and when they get to the destination countries, the story is different. They are actually trafficked and put in situations of exploitations such as prostitution.
Then another friend of mine told me that there is a grandfather who wants a young girl like me that can go and help his daughter. Then he was like, oh, where is the daughter? They told me the daughter, she's in China but pregnant, so she will need someone to do what? Someone to help her. So after talking to the lady who was in China, after talking to her, and we agree on many things, and we did the agreement, by the way, a small agreement. So after doing everything, so I decided, then the lady sent me a visa. After sending me the visa, then they had booked for me a ticket. Then after getting a ticket, I had to fly to China, West Guangzhou. After spending 2 weeks, in those 2 weeks in the hotel, Rongan Hotel, it was a must every day. That lady would send 4 men, but two at the same time.
Some of the emerging trends that we see today are having Ugandan boys and girls, men and women being trafficked for purposes of organ harvesting, surrogacy, especially for the young ladies. We have also seen an increase in online child sexual exploitation, and this has been particularly on the rise, given that due to the effects of COVID-19, most of the children were at home. And because of the online education system that has been ongoing, they were susceptible to online sexual exploitation. We've also seen trends such as trafficking children to engage in armed activities. Particularly, children are trafficked and are taken to DRC, where it's alleged that they engage in illegal or armed activities.
Children have quickly jumped to the top of the list as far as victims of exploitation. Most of the children in Uganda have been out of school for almost 2 years, which led to lots of difficulties, both for families, for teachers, for schools, but most importantly for the children themselves. And as prosecutors and police, we've had to adjust our tactics, not only in training for these types of cases, but also in proactive enforcement for these types of cases. We've seen children being sexually exploited, exploited for child marriage, exploited for human sacrifice, being used for recruitment and terrorism and different things.